Hi everybody, it's Kathy, coming in to talk about the first stage of the abuse cycle. Now, in most relationships, there is a phase that is called the honeymoon stage. In an abusive relationship, this stage is referred to as love bombing. Now, these predators use this stage to manipulate you and lift you up and make you feel like you are the most special person on the planet. Much like illusionists, psychics, people like that, they listen to what you're saying. They read your body language. They learn very quickly everything it is about you that you're looking for, that you need, and they become that person for you. They are your end all, be all. Everything that you've ever wished for, ever hoped for, ever wanted, things that you didn't even know you wanted, they're right there in front of you. And they're lifting you up, and they're making you feel so special and so important and so smart and beautiful and sexy and everything. And you fall hard, and you fall fast, and they do it on purpose. They're manipulating you. It is an art. It is a gift. They have trained for this their entire lives, and they hook you. Now, peppered into this, usually a little ways in, but they pepper in little bits of devaluation. So, for instance, one of the conversations that I had with my abuser, I was talking about something that I wanted to do, but how I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was working full time, taking care of my kids, taking care of my mom, and I really wanted to go back to school. And I just could not figure out, how am I going to work a full-time job, take care of an entire household entirely on my own, and go to school on top of it. And it was overwhelming and difficult, and I couldn't figure it out. And his response to me was, Kathy, you could do anything that you want to do if you set your mind to it. You just, you can't be lazy. And then continued to lift me up and pump me up. But he threw that little insult, that little devaluation, that little bit of doubt mixed in with all of the amazing, wonderful things that he was saying about me and to me. This was probably a month into our relationship. So it was just a little bit, just a little pepper. And they do it during this stage. The first couple of weeks is all perfect. And then little by little by little, they start peppering you with small doubts. Just little seeds that kind of get in the back of your head, because these things are coming from someone who's saying such amazing things to you all the time. And then they throw this little thing in there, and that sticks in your brain, and that messes with you. And that's the very beginning stages of the devaluation process, which is the second step in the abuse cycle, which I'm not going to go into tonight. But, there are red flags to look for during the love bombing stage. If everything is good all the time, you have no faults, you have no flaws, that's a problem. Everybody has disagreements. Not everyone is going to like everything about you. And granted, in the beginning, the honeymoon stage, not everybody tells you the things that they don't like about you, but they're certainly not going to agree with every single thing that you say. They are not going to make you the perfect, ideal, top of the pedestal princess. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the devaluation anytime they insult you, and then follow it up with more compliments. Keep your eyes open for compromises that they make you do that you are not ready or willing to do. That's kind of the beginning stage of the devaluation as well. The first time I was compromised, I hate baseball. Sorry if you're a baseball fan, I can't stand it. I find it the most boring sport on the planet. I cannot watch it. I don't like to play it. I have no interest in it. He was a huge baseball fan. We were talking on the phone one night, and he wanted me to come over and hang out and watch baseball with him. And I refused. I said, I don't like baseball. I have no interest in watching baseball. You know, when football season comes around, we'll do football, basketball, even boxing. Probably not tennis or golf. But yeah, no, I'm not coming over and doing baseball. Sorry, love you, no. And his response was, I do all kinds of things for you that I don't necessarily like. I don't think it's very much to ask for you to come over and do something that I like. You know, you can share in the things that I like as well. It's not unreasonable for me to ask you to come hang out and watch a baseball game with me. And it seemed pretty reasonable. Like, it made sense when he said it. And I was like, yeah, he doesn't really like karaoke, but he comes to karaoke with me. Of course, he's drinking and having fun playing with his friends. So it's not like sitting in a room watching somebody else whoop and holler and bitch and moan and be happy about baseball. It's a social event, but you know, he did it. It made sense. And so I let him manipulate me, and I compromised. And I went to his house, and I spent hours bored off my tuchus watching baseball. And it was the first time that I compromised myself for the relationship. So that is a small example of how they get you to compromise early in the beginning. So that's something that you want to look for. Other red flags are everything that they talk about in their lives is always someone else's fault. Someone else is to blame for all of their problems. All of their relationships have been bad because of the other person. All of their jobs have been bad because of their coworkers or their boss or their company or the customer. Their financial situation is in trouble because of something that someone else did. Nothing in their world that could be wrong has anything to do with something that they did. That is a huge red flag. We all have issues. We all have bad relationships. We all have had bad jobs. We've all had bad friends. We've all had bad times. And some of those are on other people, and some of those are on us. I have not been a perfect person. I have done bad things to people, and unintentionally, okay, maybe even some intentionally, especially when I was younger. I've had relationships that have been bad because of the other person. I've had relationships that have been bad because of me. I've had relationships that weren't necessarily so bad, they just didn't work out. It wasn't his fault, it wasn't my fault, we just didn't work. These are honest conversations. So keep that in the forefront of your mind. Look for these red flags. These are really important things to pluck out and put aside. And I don't want to make it seem as if you need to be afraid of every single person that you talk to and be terrified at every single man or woman that you're engaged in a new relationship with as a potential predator. But they are. They're out there and they're looking for you. People. You, me, your friends, your family, your loved ones. It's happening all the time, everywhere. And it's an epidemic. And it's terrifying. And it's real. And it is so well hidden. And it has such a stigma around it. And so many people blame the victim, including the victim. I have someone that I'm working with right now who just recently said to me, if I hadn't have said this, he wouldn't have done that. If I hadn't have done this, then he wouldn't have hit me. If I hadn't, he wouldn't have. It's my fault that he's hurting me. That's bullshit. The only person responsible for your abuse is the person who is abusing you. Period. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You are a victim. You are in a dangerous, violent circle that is never going to end until you find a way out. And there are many ways out. I can help you. So if you are in danger, if you think that you may be in one of these relationships, if you know for a fact that you're in one of these relationships, reach out to me. Reach out to your local battered women's shelter. Call the Domestic Violence National Hotline. There are a gazillion resources out there to help you. It is hard. It is probably the most difficult thing you are ever going to face in your life. But you can do it. And you will be so much better for it. There is a beautiful, amazing world on the other side of the hell that you're living in. When you get out, you're not just a survivor. You get to the point of thriving. You thrive. You're smarter. You're stronger. You're healthier. You're happier. And you can move on in your life with a new understanding of yourself and the people that you interact with. And you deserve that. You deserve love and peace and normalcy. You don't deserve silent treatments and beatings and punishment and emotional abuse and stalking and control and all of the things. And I've gone off topic. I'm supposed to be on love bombing. So let me try to get back to the love bombing and wrap this up because I don't want to make a forever video. So yes, the beginning stage of almost every relationship is called the honeymoon stage, where we ignore all of our friends and all of our responsibilities and spend all of our time with our new person. But love bombing is the honeymoon stage to the upteenth degree. Everything about you is amazing. Everything about them is someone else's fault. Red flags. Keep your eyes. And compromise. Don't compromise. If it's something that you don't like, if it's something that you do not want to do, don't let anyone convince you to do it anyway. Just don't. You don't have to. It's your life. It's your choice. It's your world. So, that's it. My name is Kathy. This is my page. Contact me. Reach out. I will help you. I will talk to you. I am available most days. If I cannot get back to you, or if I can't answer you, or if I can't get right back to you, I will respond to you within 24 hours. I promise you that. If you are in an emergency or a crisis situation, call the domestic violence hotline. You will find the number on my page. Or dial 911. Do not stay in a dangerous situation. If you are in immediate danger, make the call, 911, the domestic violence hotline. If you are in general danger, if you are in a bad relationship, if you are being abused financially, emotionally, physically, sexually, any reach out. I'll help you. I will help you. I will lead you to resources that will help you. And you'll free yourself. Thanks for taking the time. And I wish you all love and peace and joy and normalcy. Talk to you soon.